Brothers and sisters, Trinity de Guzman recording this video with so much love and excitement because we are officially launching our Mexico retreats. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about our retreats, the ceremonies, accommodation, information on pricing, and how you can join us. So we've been leading retreats for 7 years in Peru, ayahuasca and San Pedro, incredibly profound shamanic retreats, which have been giving our guests such deep healing on so many different levels. And with the transition with COVID, we've since had to close our retreat center in Peru and move our retreats here to Mexico. And so we have now created a 6-day retreat model that over the years of leading retreats, we've really been able to devise and learn what makes the most transformational experience possible. So right now, more than ever, we are needing to do this work. We are being asked to look at ourselves and really feel into, ask and see if we are living in alignment with who we're really here to be and the life we're really here to express ourselves through. And so these retreats are here to really support you into living and coming into greater alignment with yourself, with the true you, with the true way that you are here to live and express yourself through this life that you have. And so this comes through being able to heal extremely deep, long, deep, forgotten, rooted layers of ourselves, of our childhood, relationship with our parents, even karmic, energetic, and spiritual energetic forces that drain energy from us. All of these are aspects that get resolved throughout this retreat, because this isn't just a healing retreat unlike many others, but really this is designed to really be an awakening of the soul on such a deep level, to really bring you into the truest alignment with what it means to live your purpose, to really stop living in fear from the mind, expectations of what other people think you should be living, or expectations that you put onto yourselves. All these different things that we've picked up from our society, we have created these retreats to really be this rebirthing into the true you. And so we do that through a handful of ceremonies that have been really a culmination of earth medicines, plant and animal teachers that have been shamanic medicines throughout the world for thousands of years that are coming to the modern day and age to really support us in the awakening that we are needing at this time in our collective evolution. So getting into the ceremonies, we have the first ceremony, which is a Kambo ceremony. After the first day where you come, we make an offering to the land, really introducing and connecting with the spirits that are there to support and play such an important role in your journey. The next day is the purification ceremony. And this is where we have the medicine of Kambo, a frog from the Amazon that you burn holes into your skin using a little stick that you just heat at the flame, and then you expose the lymph by peeling away the outermost layer of the skin. And you apply this venom from the frog there, and that, yes, it might sound a little scary to some, but really what it does is it allows the medicine to enter the lymph system, spread throughout the broad body, and create this extremely profound purification. And I will share that this ceremony and this retreat as a whole is intense. It is not something that's just a walk in the park where you just come, you hang out, and you experience something beautiful. No, this is about real deep healing. This is about really going into the layers of ourselves that we have forgotten and lost touch with so that we can really purify that which no longer serves us, that which we don't even realize is stopping us from living as our highest potential. And this ceremony is the first step in that, to really clear the system so that every ceremony that you experience throughout this retreat really touches you on a much deeper level. So everything is really received on the deepest level that it possibly could be. And so as a result from the ceremony, you end up going into a purging process where basically toxins from your organs are excreted into your stomach, and through water that you drink, you purge that out. But it's not just cleaning you on a physical level, it's really cleaning you on an energetic and karmic level. And when I first heard about this ceremony almost 10 years ago now, I asked my friend who was doing it, why would you want to do that? And she said, because it scares the shit out of me. Excuse my language. And that's verbatim what she said. And she said, I like to do everything that actually scares me. And if anything scares me, I make sure that I do it. And that very attitude was so inspiring. The next day when I asked her about the ceremony, she was glowing and she shared how much lighter she felt and how she was going to another ceremony. And that inspired me to have my first ceremony with Kambo. And thus began my journey and exploration, finding the true infinite gifts of plant medicine. And although it might sound a little intimidating, the gifts of this experience are truly infinite beyond measure and are so short-lived compared to what you get from this. Feeling truly lighter, like you're releasing baggage that you didn't even know you were carrying, and energetically opening you to really go through the rest of the retreat in the most clear, open, receptive, energetic way possible. The next day is the Bufo ceremony. Bufo is a toad that grows and lives in the northern regions of Mexico, southern regions of the United States, and its excretions are a form of 5-MeO-DMT, and it is literally the most profound earth medicine that I have ever experienced. I first found ayahuasca 8-9 years ago, and I never found anything that could possibly help us heal as deeply and quickly as ayahuasca, which is why I devoted my life to really sharing this medicine with the world. And since finding Bufo, it has been such a powerful medicine that I really do feel the same inspiration to bring this medicine consciously to the world so people can learn and experience the deepest healing and catharsis, release, transformation, even exorcism that this medicine allows us to go through in the hands of the right shaman, the right person who my shaman and teacher is going to be there leading this ceremony. It is a profoundly transformational experience where you can release energies that really leech onto us, stop us from living our highest truth, and really prevent us from living more aligned with ourselves. There's many energies that stop us from doing this that are really important to do everything that we can to release them, because we don't even realize how much these energies keep us in addictions, in fear, in stopping us from really living the life that we truly want to live. And so this is such a profound medicine because it allows us to go so deep to really release aspects of our karma, our childhood, even energies and spirits that have latched onto us that are a very real thing, that ultimately we have to honor the lineage of the shamanism, that this medicine is truly here to be a gift in our world, to liberate us as human beings once again. Because there's so many energies that we are carrying that we don't realize hold us back. And I really want to emphasize that, because this whole ceremony and this whole retreat is designed to really take away energies that are stopping you from living your highest truth. That's why that's the name of our company, the name of our movement, because what is more important than living your highest truth? And our work is to support you in every way we can to truly live that in ways that we are all still discovering what that really means. The third ceremony is a ayahuasca ceremony. It's a local form of ayahuasca, but biochemically it is the same as ayahuasca from Peru. It is a drinkable form of DMT that is so profound and allows us this zoomed out perspective through a longer ceremony. The first two ceremonies I described were shorter in length. However, the ayahuasca ceremony is going to go all night. And so it allows a much longer time frame for us to really observe our lives and see our experience from a zoomed out perspective that allows us a very transformational experience just through being able to observe it as the witness. And as you may have heard, there's so many stories from people who have experienced ayahuasca and released addictions that have been with them for years, decades maybe, or changed massive aspects of their lives that they weren't expecting to come into the ceremony and have completely transformed. But it is through this third person perspective where we can almost look at ourselves through the eyes of the divine and see our lives from this third person objective perspective, we naturally heal aspects of our lives when we can watch our experience through this lens. And so the experience then takes you to different aspects of your life, whether that's your childhood, maybe wounds that you've had that are still unresolved, or aspects of your life that you're living right now that help you understand why you are the way you are. And through the understanding of it, there's a transformation of all that is no longer in resonance or harmony with who you actually want to be, with your highest truth, with your soul alignment. And then thereafter, we have the Temazcal, the sweat lodge, or the inipi, which is a Native American traditional ceremony where we come into an enclosed womb-like container that is then filled with hot rocks and water poured into them and creating steam, almost like a sauna, but with a little bit more intention and a little bit more heat that creates a profoundly purifying experience that is almost like being reborn, coming into the womb, and we invoke the different elements through a process of different doors, as they call them, of the Temazcal. If you want to know more about the details of each ceremony or just read more about this all as a whole, read the page below and you'll be able to find out more about why we've created these retreats, what they're about, and ultimately what they are here to support us in, as well as more information on the ceremonies. So this Temazcal experience, we call this entire retreat a rebirth experience because throughout the entire journey of this retreat, you are going deeper into yourself, releasing so much, and by the last day of the Temazcal, of this sweat lodge, you come out of this feeling like a completely different person. And that is such an understatement because it is truly a death of many aspects of who you thought you were that you don't even realize are not you. And so there is a death of aspects that are simply illusory to who you thought you are, but is not really who you are meant to be living as who you really are. In that truest, deepest soul alignment, there is a true you that you are in the journey and process of discovering. That's why you're watching this video. That's why you're called to these retreats, because at the end of the day, it is all about the soul's awakening, the deepest remembering of who we really are and our purpose in this life. And this entire retreat, yes, serves to bring healing on a very deep level, but more than that, it serves to bring a rebirth into the true you. So you can live as that aligned being where your soul, spirit, heart, actions, and intentions are one. And that simply allows us to live a life where we are no longer wrought and stuck in fear, thinking about what other people think, allowing expectations that other people have of us and that we put onto ourselves, and fear around security and not having enough being the filter from which we interact with life. This is the process that we are all going through on a collective scale as we are literally moving from beings who are living more from the root chakra, the fear, the second chakra of the need for pleasure, the third chakra of just like push and force, to the heart and to the freedom and the liberation of what it really means to allow the divine to move our lives and to be surrendered in the trust and grace of a greater wisdom that is moving and guiding our existence. And that is what you get to connect with not just from a mental level, but from a deeply experiential level where you can really meet and understand the greater wisdom that is moving your life through all the pains, all the challenges, all the difficulty that have brought you to this moment. They are all here to be the catalyst to bring you to this transformation that you are on the very precipice of. Like carbon that becomes a diamond, it is only through the pressure that that transformation occurs. And so these retreats are here to be that turning point from the pressure, the challenge, the difficulty of life to the diamond of the most beautiful being that you truly are. And so when it comes to the pricing, read more about that below, because we have different, basically, rules around pricing that are varying depending on if you've been to a retreat with us in the past, if you've graduated from one of our programs like our psilocybin microdosing program, or if you need help with a scholarship. Really, this is about making this available to people more than anything. So if you have resources, please donate to the scholarship fund when you join. Or if you need support with a scholarship, apply for that. Again, just read more about that. But more than anything, this is designed to really be a bridge for you and all of us to support each other so that people who need help can be helped. People who have resources can give extra. And really meeting us all together on the level of equality, where it's not about how much we have, but we're all here on the journey of really finding our soul's truth, whether we have millions or we're in the complete red in our bank account. This is the journey that we're all in, regardless of how much material things or possessions we have. And this is really what these times are giving us, where we are learning that the material and what we thought is so important for our lives and what we thought would make us happy is not truly what is going to make us happy or what is making us happy. And so we're asking the deeper question of what is life really about? And if you're asking that question, then these retreats will most definitely give you that answer. More than anything, it's here to give you answers to the deeper questions that you have about life. So I feel like this video is already quite long. More details. There's a lot of frequently asked questions that are answered on this page. But really, I wanted to share this with you to give you the understanding and the transmission about why we're creating these retreats. And if you're reading this on our retreat information page, read the page below and apply. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, click on the link in the description to learn more about what we are creating, because we are putting so much energy towards this as a team and family to really support so many of you and as many as we possibly can in this journey of your soul's awakening. Right now, that's what we're going through. That's the bottom line. And nothing is more important as we are really realizing with the intensity of COVID all around us. So if you resonate with this, you feel the inspiration, click on the links below this video, apply, and we look so forward to seeing how we can support you in this most profound transformational journey of a lifetime. Thank you so much, and I'll see you, hopefully at the retreat. Woo!